everyone, welcome back to In Out Delete, the show where we review both new and older movies. This is Gino.
This is Robert.
This is America.
This is Ricardo.
And Gio.
Well, here we are, guys. We're doing this again. God damn it. I don't know why we were freaking out who's going next, but I was going from my right, but you looked at me and I'm
Yeah,
like,
because usually I don't go.
you're last, I know.
He forgot his
was
name
like,
for
wait,
a
what?
second.
Like, wait.
I'm Robert. How's it going, everyone? Ricardo's back. How was Disneyland?
Oh, it was really hot. It's super hot. But hey, you know what ride I wanted to go to the most?
The Star Wars one?
Jungle Cruise.
The Jungle Cruise.
Not Dumbo?
I didn't even know that was a ride.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, that Jungle Cruise, the movie. I don't know. I guess, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I was feeling it, man. I fucking love that movie. I'm a super in. I'm looking at you.
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I understand it now because I went to the ride and I was like, oh, they're saying choice, like The
yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. And I was
Okay.
giving her props. I was like, you are the best. Because nobody was laughing, you know? So I was like, what the fuck? Everybody was all hot, you know? But I was like, what the fuck? Like, are you guys listening to this? I was like telling everybody, like, this is a genius.
You were like me. The story that I told.
Yeah, I heard this story because of the Instagram page. But, yeah. So,
So what's better, the movie or the ride?
damn. This is a tough one. You know what? I wouldn't watch that movie again. So I
There you
guess
go.
the ride.
I told you.
All right.
Rides like what? 10, 15 minutes and then you're off?
Yeah.
You see the backside of
but
water.
Actually, the only thing too, I wouldn't wait like an hour for that fucking ride, right? So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the kind of the thing that I gave was if you were in, you would wait over 5 hours for the ride. So that means you're out.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Speaking about that, Robert, what are the In Out Deletes today?
Oh yeah, that's right. So if a person is in, it means they like the movie. They would recommend it. You would totally join a Suicide Squad for this movie. If you're out, it means you didn't like it, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It's like the middle ground. You would not join the Suicide Squad. You would just stay home, right? But to delete, it means it's horrible. You would not recommend the movie. You know that thing that they implant in your brain?
The
You would
detonator?
hit the button yourself.
Oh.
If you're watching the movie. That's how bad the movie
Oh,
is.
good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, let's get into the new movie.
That's right.
Robert, what do you
Yeah,
watch?
so our new movie this week is called The Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Just
No.
in case.
Suicide
Just
Squad.
in case.
Just in case you didn't know, in case you watched the wrong one.
Mhm.
It's directed by James Gunn and it stars Margot Robbie and Idris Elba. It's about the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
They get tasked to go to this island nation and
Suicide mission, right?
Yeah, it's a suicide mission to infiltrate this building and destroy all traces of Project Starfish.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is like it's not really a sequel. It's kind of a reboot, but also kind of a sequel to
like a soft
Suicide
reboot.
Squad, the David Ayer movie
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
a few years ago that was horrible. A soft reboot, soft sequel.
Yeah, because you have
Soft
some
serve ice cream.
recurring characters while not really.
I think it is and it
Continuing,
isn't at
yeah.
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's this weird limbo.
I don't know. It
That
is
was
what
the
it is.
Cinda's take.
Ricardo, this is your triumphant return.
Oh,
Yeah.
To start us off.
Okay, I don't know how to start this. All right, so watching the movie, right? And I was like really into it kind of in a way. But then I found it really cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
And I really didn't like the characters. That sucks, you know? Cuz I didn't like
Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I didn't like the rat lady. I didn't like Harley Quinn. I was like, man, these people are fucking the worst, you know? And then like there's a point in the movie where I looked at my watch and I was like, what the fuck? There's an hour left, man. Like I was like telling her like, whoa.
Wait, you saw it at home or in
No, I
theaters?
saw it in theaters.
You saw it?
Because
Oh,
you
wow.
have to
Yeah.
watch it in theaters.
How did
Okay.
you know there was an hour left?
Oh, because I always do the math. Like before I watch a 2-hour movie,
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, okay, you know? And then I was like, oh my God, there's still like an hour left. And I kind of was over it. Like I was over it, you know, and it wasn't that funny to me. But with that being said, there was two things that I really liked about that movie, and that's the violence. There was a lot of violence, all the killing. I
A lot
love
of
that
killing.
shit. Yeah, and my boy.
And his name is John Cena.
John Cena stole the show, bro. Come on. Nah, that guy was hilarious, and I loved it. I loved his little thing. So with that little help, I'm out. Yeah. Sorry guys. I know. I was annoyed. But
Well, you don't know. How do we feel? You don't
Exactly.
know.
Well,
Well,
I think he's apologizing
Yeah.
to the audience.
Oh.
Gotcha.
yeah.
If there's anybody
guys
out
don't
there
matter,
that
huh?
liked it.
But I'm gonna go with someone that might be an in. So maybe they could convince me. And that's you, Gio.
I'm an out.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's, like I was talking, with a friend about it, and like because we were almost like watching at the same time, because like there's a group chat and like he had posted, it was like, hey, Suicide Squad got posted up on HBO Max already, because this was on Thursday, because usually they'll wait until like later on, but it was like already early in the day, so I was like, oh crap, I can watch it. So we were kind of like watching, so like once we like, I was like maybe 20 minutes behind or whatever watching it. Yeah, like you really don't connect with any of these characters in this one. Like it just kind of went with, I guess, being stylized, like the style whatever, over kind of I guess a little bit of substance. Yeah, I think it sacrificed a little bit in this one. Like to the point where in the David Ayer one, I think he had a little bit more substance, which is saying something, because that movie wasn't even that great either.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was
But like
terrible.
at least like it tried with the Deadshot character, trying to like give you a little bit more meat to his character.
It was terrible too.
And then like at least you had something.
To grasp on.
Yeah, because in this one, like there's very like parallels between the Idris Elba character
same
and this one.
character. Yeah.
It's the same character because it was supposed to be the same
Yeah.
character, but they decided to kind of keep it open in case Will Smith wanted to come back, because I think he was supposed to come back, but because of scheduling conflicts, he wasn't able to do it. So
He's
they
doing
They
Gemini
just
Man
changed the
2.
name.
yeah, so they just changed the name. They use another character from the comic books that has pretty much almost the same thing. But yeah, like I don't know, it just seemed lacking. Like you just don't connect. You can't really connect with anybody. There's nothing to connect to. So, what about you, Robert?
Roberto.
I think I am in a similar boat as you guys, where I was really looking forward to this movie. Like the original one from a few years ago was a fucking train wreck. But I like the idea. You send these bad guys in to die essentially because they're expendable. So then when James Gunn got brought on board, super excited, because like this is the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy. Like this is the type of person who should be making this movie, But I was surprised that once it ended, I didn't quite like it as much as I thought I was gonna like it. I was like, that being said, though, I think there was enough there for me to give it an in.
Just barely enough.
Just
Wow.
barely enough, yeah.
What's pushing you into it?
It's funny because it's the exact opposite as you. I didn't exactly find like the mission or whatever like they were trying to do to be particularly interesting. But I like the comedy. I like the characters, like the interaction between them. I think that's what James Gunn is really good at. And I think that's what was missing from the David Ayer one, is it didn't have any wit, Like this one had the comedy. It didn't take itself seriously, unlike the other one, right? So that was refreshing to me. When you had the beginning where it just everybody kind of dies and it's just so wild. Spoiler alert. It's in the first 2 seconds.
Spoiler alert.
But that's just like, oh, this is what I want. I want a wild ride, And you do kind of get it, but I just didn't really like. It's just such a simple story. They just like go on this island and go blow up this building, right? Yet the movie is 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it feels like they stretched that little premise and they just stuffed it with everything they could to stretch out that runtime. Because, like, to be honest, like, I didn't really find it interesting. Like, nothing stuck out.
That's what I'm saying.
There was no interesting, like I love set pieces, and there was. Can you recall one that was interesting? Right? No, right?
Like it's like
So
Jungle.
what
Jungle.
did I like
Jungle.
about this movie?
Tank.
I like the comedy, the interaction with the characters. Like I cared for some of them that did get killed. You know, I was like, oh, I don't want to see that person go. You know, so that's I like the James Gunniness about it. I just don't think it was like a strong movie. You know,
Yeah.
to me, I think this is when you get a pizza dough, you roll it up to a medium, but they put it on the large
Hell yeah.
thing, and they stretch it out too much, so it's too thin.
It rips
You
in the
know,
middle.
It's too thin and it rips in the middle. So I think
That's
I
that's
feel
a weird
similar
way
to
put
what
it.
you guys felt.
Yeah,
It is. It's a pizza that's stretched out too thin.
Because like you want to.
I wanted to love it,
Yeah.
and I just kind of did. I was like, I like it. I had a great time in the theater. It was like everybody was into it.
I watched it at home.
Yeah, I was see. That's the thing.
No, but like
I
even
think-
then, like after
because you felt it.
It's not
in
gonna
theater.
add much more.
I think it did because I went home and
Really?
I'll talk about it later. But America, go.
I'm gonna give this movie an out. I didn't like this movie, and there's nothing in it really for me. I don't like the characters. The reason I'm kind of being nice to it is because I think if you like these characters, if you like the first Suicide Squad, you're gonna like this one. I think. I don't know.
I don't think there are many people that don't like the first one.
Actually, your family liked it, no?
Nobody liked
No?
it, man.
Oh,
No.
I thought they did.
No, that's what
Oh,
I was
there's
gonna
some
say.
Instagram people I know who liked it.
No, I
but-
think if you didn't like that one, you might like this one, right?
Yeah, sure. If you're into the premise of Suicide Squad, I think you're gonna like this one as opposed to the first one. But I think you said you liked it because it's so like, whatever, let's just get rid of these people.
Yeah.
It's so like, whatever. I didn't like that.
No.
We spent about 20 minutes at the beginning kind of introducing this cast that gets blown away.
It's kind of
I'm
funny.
In one of the
you're-
I don't
I'm
I
like, you
hated
kinda-
that.
That
you're
was
kind
the
of
fun
What is-
part
okay,
because
but
that's
it's-
the point of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
go
I
into
understand,
details.
but
yeah.
it just
Yeah.
whatever. Gino, you guys get 20
Can you
minutes. I
bring it
get
back?
5.
No, no,
It's-
I didn't pass it.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
'cause-
know this guy. but
No,
let's
it's
go.
because I thought you were gonna like start getting into the movie,
No.
The details.
the
Gino.
details. Yeah.
I'm sorry, America. I wish you had more. I'll make mine short as hell. I'm an in.
You're
I
in?
almost an out.
Oh.
Wow.
Because I'm an in because I agree with Robert. It had a really good funny wittiness to it. I felt like a lot of James Gunn like aspect of his directing and his writing.
No, yeah, you can feel his fingerprints on this
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
And so I liked it. And I think this is what the original Suicide Squad needed was this style because it's supposed to be multiple different characters, one serious, one's kind of weird and goofy, one, you know what I mean, to give that chemistry of like, do we like him? I'll admit I like King Shark. I actually was looking for. I love him in this movie.
Yeah.
He's you know, he did a good
Oh,
job.
no,
I can't
wait,
do his
I
voice.
got
Robert
something
does a
to say
great voice.
about that.
Well, nah, but I like him. Like to me, I cared about him, and I was like super like. And it sucks that you guys are saying that you guys don't like him, like you don't care
No.
for them. I'm just like, bro.
No, like some of like I think the only two characters that you could kind of connect with are is that King Shark.
All of a
And the
sudden,
weasel?
you
No,
want
no,
to
no,
say
no.
that. All of a
No,
sudden,
I was gonna say like King Shark and then Ratcatcher 2.
yes.
And even
weasel?
Ratcatcher 1. Fucking weasel.
Yeah, that's
Like
my
yeah,
favorite.
like Ratcatcher 2 like they're like I think
That's
she
the
was the
girl.
one the girl.
Terrible.
Oh, is it like you kind of have a little bit something with them, like you have some sympathy for them because like they're the only one, at least Ratcatcher, you kind of get a story from her.
She has a backstory.
Yeah, she gets a backstory that gets
With a
you know,
good actor
told,
too, huh?
and it just kind of fleshed out a little bit, you know, as she she does it. So, but like that's the only thing, like the Idris Elba character, like we said.
Wait.
Yeah. We'll go back. Go Gino, go.
Thank you. I was gonna say like the first 20 minutes, I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, great. They're throwing me into the movie already. We don't have to do the multiple backstories of this person, this person, this
You're
person.
right.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm in it. You know what I mean? Captain Boomerang's back. I was like, yes, my boy. I loved him. He was the only one I did like in the Suicide Squad, the original one.
Yeah.
He was the only one because you know why? Because he was the weirdest one that I was like, he's the outstanding character that I wanted to see more of in this movie. R.I.P. You know.
Spoiler alert.
It's funny 'cause you're probably like this. And
Yeah,
your homegirl's
but
like,
you know what? It sucked me in because I'm like, what? And I feel like this is James Gunn F you to the original Suicide Squad movie. That's how I took it. I don't know why you guys didn't see it like that. I saw
"Oh,
it
I
like
saw
that.
it like that. Yeah.
Because I was just like, yes, James Gunn, I love you because I feel like that was it. You're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Just continue on your mission. I just loved like how cool, you know, like freaking Viola Davis was in that moment. Like, yeah, don't worry about that. This is diversion. Just keep doing what you're doing. And like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I really enjoyed it.
All right, hey, you know, like talking about the King Shark, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really like him because we saw the version,
Yeah.
the good version, right? And that's a funny character.
What good version?
Well,
the
like
Harley
from
Quinn
the
show.
Harley Quinn
yeah,
show?
the Harley Quinn one. Like,
Oh.
And
'cause
they're
the
gonna
Harley
make
Quinn
him-
one, he's more. He's just pretty much a
Regular person.
like a regular person, but like
Yeah.
so he's able to talk. He
Yeah.
doesn't have.
Yeah, like if you're gonna make him funny, might as well make him
Well,
like that.
you have Ron Funches voicing King Shark in the animated like in the cartoon. So like Ron Funches already has kind of a bit of a funny voice and it's just delivery and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just makes it like
way
automatically
better,
funny.
like 10 times
I
better.
can
like-
kind of see that, but then you also kind of have to accept what the movie's giving you,
Yeah.
right?
I couldn't. I was like, oh,
here's
man.
what here's what I'll say. The reason why I think I have a feeling the beginning is getting mixed reactions, right, for everybody here. I think me and Gino liked it.
I liked the beginning.
You did?
Yeah.
The reason why I love it, and yeah, they do spend a lot of time with these characters, but if you recall the first one,
I
they-
don't.
okay, let me give you a little refresher. They introduce every character like 3 times,
Okay.
Yeah.
and they
Oh,
give
it's
you their backstory
terrible.
like 5 times.
It was bad.
And it's like, yeah, you do have a little bit more because it was so clunky. They just stuffed it in like the worst ways. It's like it gave you way too much, right? And this one, you kind of get a similar thing, but they do what they do, right? And everybody
Yeah.
gets blowed up. But I love that because, like, think about the idea of what these characters are. They're villains
Yeah.
getting sent to missions because they're expendable, right? This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what is supposed to happen. That's
Yeah.
James Gunn saying this is the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
This
No,
is
yeah,
what
like,
they're here
it-
to do, and I love that. I thought that was so funny.
Like it was a clever way of
characters that
introducing
you
the
thought,
characters.
like actors that you thought, like,
Yeah.
oh, they
'Cause-
must have paid this guy a lot of money to do
Yeah.
that, you know?
I'm like a bunch of them are like
Yeah.
are friends of his. So, but yeah, it's a bit of a bait and
but
switch.
that's what I love about it
which was, like,
because
ca-
then that
catches you
because,
off guard.
because they're all new characters essentially,
Mhm.
except for Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now you
Boomerang.
go, no, but now you go like, okay, everybody could die, anybody could die, right?
Yeah.
It raises the stakes a little bit more, you know.
But they weren't gonna kill Harley Quinn.
I mean, of course,
She
because
had
she's
Well-
the top. She's the top dollar on
Yeah.
that movie.
And there's another character that you kind of knew wasn't gonna happen,
Ooh.
only because they've already announced stuff that they were working on.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
With all that being said, like I like the characters, you know. I just didn't find what they were doing very interesting. By the time we got to the end with the kaiju,
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is like Ricardo. I did the math. I was like, still another 20 minutes to take this thing out, and it was like, even though I thought it was very colorful, I liked all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's just, it wasn't like you said, Gio. It wasn't enough meat in the actual
Yeah.
story for it to like be stretched out. There was things they could have just like easily lost, make it a little bit leaner. You know, it would have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, because
I know what too. I know
What?
what to take out.
What?
The whole Harley Quinn scene when she's in the building. Like,
Oh.
God, man, get that
Oh,
shit
with
out
the
of my
when
face.
she's getting
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I kind of want to see John Cena. Like, come on, can you go back to John?
What you could easily take out is the freedom fighters,
Yeah.
because the movie essentially
Oh
forgot
my
about
God,
them.
what?
It introduced and then forgot about them. It was like, oh shit, we got to put them back in.
What's
Yeah.
going on
Like, right?
there?
The people, see, you could have
Yeah.
lost them.
yeah, like there's
Even though I like the Harley Quinn scene, you know, style wise,
Style wise.
you know, it's like Gio said, style over substance. You could lose that and
Completely.
just keep
Yeah.
going. You
Yeah.
know, like
yeah, you see, that's what like it just needed a little bit more. Just like dial it down a little bit, and then like I think between the two of them, the two Suicide Squads, like if you kind of mesh them together, you might get like a more solid movie.
it needs a clear line to
Yeah.
what the mission is, right? Because then we care about what they're gonna do, right? And the fact that there's kind of all over the place, like you don't really know.
yeah,
Yes, we know they're there to destroy the building, but then they take all these detours, and for
Yeah.
what? To stretch the time out longer.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I'm like I know the movie's about throwaway characters, but might want to keep a couple. Like the Thinker, like on the CW Flash show, they did the Thinker, and the Thinker is way smarter than they did him in the movie. So he's able to kind of, because he's like he's able to kind of absorb knowledge and just super smart. Like I think the thingies on his head, I think, kind of amplify that a bit. So just kind of seeing him be more of a almost a henchman kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they
like it
they
was
just
kind of
imply that he's smart. They don't really. He doesn't really do anything to like
Yeah.
make you go like, oh, that's a really smart supervillain, you know?
Oh,
yeah, because
yeah.
like on the
Yeah.
show, like he was steps ahead because he's able
Yeah.
to kind of
I
like
think-
like a chess game.
I think that's
You're
what the
always
movie needed. It needed a more a better antagonist, right? Somebody who could match the team, you know?
For sure.
when it was just a monster essentially, and that's
Yeah.
like it's cool. It looks cool. I like the colors.
It looked cool.
You know, the colors, Duke. But it's not as interesting. You know, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there with the.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like they decided to go creature film instead
Yeah.
of like super like villain.
But let's try to get it more positive. Gino, you're one of the two ins here. Give us more that you enjoyed.
King Shark.
Oh, of course, King Shark.
Yeah.
But John Cena too, man. Like, I don't think he stole the show. He was.
Yeah, he did.
He was
He
pretty.
kinda did.
Listen here, asshole. Just kidding. No, okay, fine. I agree to that then. But like, man, like I just love like how goofy he can be. You know, he's like you know, I always try to seem so serious in his movies, and he always has to feel like he's trying to act. But I feel like he's more natural when he's goofy.
Yeah,
And that's how I like. Like I like
can't
that.
act.
And like
I think he can.
I think it
Very
fits
little.
him. Yeah.
especially with the Captain Flag. What's his flag? Is that his name?
Peacemaker.
No, the
Oh
military guy.
yeah. Yeah.
Corporal
Flag.
Flag, whatever. Yeah, like
Colonel
in-
Flag.
Colonel Flag. Okay, so like in the first Suicide Squad movie, he was super serious the whole movie.
Yeah.
And that was annoying. But in this one, he was kind of like, he was let loose. He was kind of more comedic.
Yeah.
He had good timing, comedic timing. Ratcatcher 2, I agree with you, Ricardo. Like she's like whatever's. But come on, Sebastian, dude, he's such a fucking sweetheart. He waves.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He
The
loved
rat.
everybody.
He's
Oh, the rat.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, who are we talking about?
The rat. So I mean, her Taika Waititi. You know, like this, like the little flashback she
Oh,
talks
that's
about.
what I
him?
said. That's what I said. That like
Yeah.
they use like him. That's kind of cool, you know. But that's
Yeah.
it. That's like her as a character. I was like, how is she a villain? I don't really know the background or anything. But I was like, what the fuck is this? This is a terrible
You know,
character.
you know, I kind of wish. Okay, like overall, like I wish like they did a little flashback scene of. Doesn't have to be Henry Cavill's face on Superman's body, but like an actual scene of Bloodsport shooting a kryptonite bullet. Because I always wanted to see how it looks in film. Because I know in the comics that's done before. I would love to see that.
Like all you just got to see is just like the bullet hitting the S. That's it.
Oh, you know what?
Just an insert of just the
Exactly.
bullet hitting the
But then you
Exactly.
fall into the trap of what the first one was, where it gave you all those flashbacks that were meaningless. right?
No, but like
Yeah.
okay, but you can. It's
There's
easy
a
to
middle. There's a middle ground
No,
here.
yeah, but there's
in
an
between the two movies where it's like perfect.
But someone that almost kills the most indestructible super being in this world. Like, don't you want to see someone get fucked? Get fucked up?
Yeah, we saw Batman do it.
I mean, I'm just saying. No, do you bleed?
Like you didn't even have to do like a full scene. Like they're reading the files.
Right.
They're like, they say, what is it? I forgot. Something Dubois. They're like, what'd he do? Oh, he shot Superman. And like all you have to do is just show it. You don't have to like cut to it or whatever. Just kind of just like quick, just
S blood.
yeah.
Hey, that would be cool.
Moving on to the next movie.
That's right.
Continue on this TV show, movies based on TV shows train going. Cardo, what was your pick?
My pick was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
Thank you.
Oh no, it's just movie.
No, the
not
movie.
the movie.
It's the movie.
It's the movie.
Oh what? Why does it only say that?
No, I think it's movie.
The movie. I have it on IMDb right now.
Okay, I believe you then.
Yeah, this
The movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's the movie in the title. Like, I remember seeing that too when the thunder thing comes in. Or lightning.
So why'd you
whatever.
pick this movie?
Yeah, there you
Honestly, I had no idea what to pick. I got no clue. Like I was just like, fuck, what am I gonna pick? What is something I wanted to watch? And then if you go to Wikipedia, they have a comparison. Like, oh, like this was made, whatever. So I was looking through it, A through fucking all the way through P, and I was like, hey, Power Rangers movie. This is an excuse to watch it with America, because I know she would have never watched this, you know. So then I was like, okay, I'll pick that shit. I liked it as a kid, so all right. But yeah, that's why I picked it.
But what do you think of it now as an adult?
Yeah, so it's fucking crazy, dude. Because I said this before. I said it to America a long time ago too. That anything I liked as a kid, I still like. You know, I don't care if it's cheesy. I still like it, and I always have a reason why too. And might say this is another example of I still like. So I'm in. All right. So okay, the movie is it's about it's a Power Rangers movie, right? But this time, like a new villain comes in.
Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze, yes, and I have no idea what he's actually doing, but But I
Oozing.
know he's bad and he destroys that one guy. What's his name? Zordon, right? And like Zordon's gonna die, so we have to help him without our powers.
Yeah, they
It's
lose
right.
their powers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, it's the show, but like a TV movie. You know, it's pretty cool. I think it was really cool. Looks terrible. Oh my god, it didn't age. Wow. Everybody sucks at acting. Oh my god, everybody sucks at
What are you
acting.
talking about?
Yeah, dude, it's yeah. Nah, but I don't know. It's really like it's really cheesy. But I was telling her like I was watching it and I was like telling her like, oh, I enjoy this fucking bad guy or something. Like, oh, this is funny. He's cool, whatever. And then they have little jokes here and there. I still recommend this movie to a kid. If I was a kid, I would still like this movie. You know, like, hey, you know, watch it. It came out in '95, so I was like 3 years old when I saw it. But
Jesus Christ.
hey, you know, like it's cool. I grew up. I had it. I remember, and I knew the lines. I know the songs.
all the fighting sequences.
Yeah, so it's cool, you know. And
Is it?
Yeah, fine. So that's why I said, for an adult like us, no, like I don't recommend it. But for a kid, I'm pretty sure they will like it. They'll enjoy their time. But they have to like the Power Rangers though, because I used to love the Power Rangers. So, but yeah, Gio, please help me.
So yeah, as a kid, I was a big Power Rangers fan. Like it was one of the shows because it was it was on Channel 11 like after school. You know, get home. Like it was one of the shows where I'd have to like negotiate with my mom. Like, can I have the TV on while doing homework so I can watch Power Rangers? Yeah, because like my mom was
That's
kind
how my household was too.
yeah, like because like the thing is like either because if you're doing homework, like yeah, TV while doing homework, you're just gonna be watching TV and not doing your homework.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Yeah, so my mom was kind of like homework first, school first, then anything after.
That's right.
Mom was always like school first, so it was always like, can I leave the TV on or whatever so I can watch Power Rangers? It's like if I was good or whatever, she'll let me do it. If I was bad, then, yeah.
Ooh, you were bad.
bad?
Bad boy.
What did you do?
Dude, this is 95.
Did you not make your bed in the morning?
Did you have a leather jacket and sunglasses?
Did you turn your homework?
No,
half done?
I would just get distracted and just be watching TV. So like
what a
if I was
bad
like that the
boy.
day like before, then she'd be like, no, yesterday you took too long to do the homework.
Oh,
So-
what a bad boy.
Was it? I'm like, I was 8 when this movie came out.
See, he's young.
Yeah,
Kid.
but watching it again yesterday, it doesn't hold up as much as I like the Power Rangers. I'm gonna be nice and give it the out. Yeah, it's super cheesy. The ADR in this movie sucks.
Oh man, but I thought that
Really
was
bad. and that's saying something because this whole movie is new footage. Because
Yeah.
as we all know, Power Rangers the TV show was recycled footage cut with some new footage. So all the American actors were done here. Yeah.
All the fight sequences with
Okay,
Power
so
Rangers.
America.
Yeah.
My
Oh
soul
my god, her
is
Yeah.
mind
my
is
body.
blown.
Yeah. So
Lay
what
it on her.
Yeah. So what the producers did is they bought the show from Japan.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of them?
I don't remember the name.
Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something Sentai. Yeah. So all the suits, all the fight scenes and everything was taken from the Japanese show.
Yeah.
They rewrote to incorporate those scenes
Yeah.
and then shot all the the American actors, and then they would
like out of
then they
their
would cut to all the
Splice in
Holy
the
shit.
yeah.
fight
So
footage.
everything was dubbed
Yeah.
because it's all Japanese. That's why
Well,
like
they're,
you
in,
remember what?
they're in helmets anyways. So you can't.
Well,
see
yeah,
it,
yeah. Also, that's why if you look at all the Power Rangers, there's only one skirt
Yeah.
because the Pink Ranger was the only girl in the original
Oh.
Japanese show. The Yellow Ranger was a guy. And that's why it doesn't have a skirt.
But it makes sense because the Yellow Ranger was super skinny, like a girl.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see,
that's
I
why
see.
like in the American one you have two girls but only one skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Or she just didn't want to wear a skirt.
Yeah.
It was the 90s. They didn't
they
put a skirt. They put a skirt on her. Like they didn't care.
Batman.
I think they did it for this movie too. Actually, the Yellow Ranger does get a skirt in this movie.
No.
Does she?
I don't think so. Did
No, in their new suits, no.
I thought it did.
No.
Oh, I'm tripping balls.
But yeah, it's it's very dated. This movie's very like from the music to the clothes to everything. Like it doesn't hold up to the CGI. Like they were better off staying with the little models that they had on the TV show. Like I watched the TV
They
show.
should have done that.
I watched the
They
TV
should've.
show after. Like I watched the pilot episode after I watched the movie.
That's right.
There was less talking while they were fighting. I was just like, yeah, they should just done that. Because like every time when they're fighting, they're
But
just like they're one-liners trying. There's as many one-liners as they can
It
do.
switched though, like after, because you know how like they have the new characters. So what season is that? You know,
Oh, so I think this was after like season 1 or 2.
because he's white.
Yeah,
now.
they switched out
3.
3 of them because contract
They
They
disputes.
OD'd.
because they were mean to Billy.
Just contract disputes.
No contract disputes.
Yeah.
They weren't making enough money. Like they wanted more
You seen
money.
the
Off of it.
documentary?
Because it was
Yeah.
during like the shooting of the seasons and they were trying to renew contracts and they weren't.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, they weren't cooperating. So they're like, you're not gonna be in this movie. But,
Damn.
That,
Alright.
that sucks.
all right, Gino, it's
Oh.
Morphin time.
Two headed swords. Oh man, that's my boy
Damn.
Jason. But yeah, leave it at that. Man, I remember. Yeah, this is nostalgia all over again, man. I remember being a little kid with my brother because he was a big fan of the White Ranger. I was a big fan of the Red Ranger, even though it was fucking Rocky, fucking piece of shit. Yeah, you guys know we're outside. I'm outside Jason, bro. Jason's to me forever the true Red Ranger. Hashtag true Red Ranger.
Yeah.
But I remember loving it as a kid. But seeing it now as a grown ass man, I'm a delete. I deleted. I can't be nice. I wanted to because I have nostalgia, but this one didn't hold up to my nostalgia. Like you know how whenever we talk about nostalgia, I'm like super in. Even though this one, I couldn't. I just couldn't. You know why? Because I actually fucking listened to the dialogue. And as a kid, I'm just like, oh, when they're gonna fight Avenues? When they're gonna do this? Oh, they fight the skeleton person. It's awesome. Now I'm a grown ass.
gonna die. No.
Yeah. And then the one line that fucked me up, and I was dying laughing, and I was like, why didn't I laugh?
That's a good thing.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Is when like Zordon's dying, and then Kimberly goes, "You've been like a father to us." I'm like, a father that's been a fucking making you guys go fight these people.
Putting you in danger.
Yeah, like, do you have life insurance? Do you have, I'm being concerned and shit. Like, do you have health
We
insurance?
gave him superpowers.
I mean, but then again, you gotta remember they fight without their suits, so they don't waste the powers. So what if they got really hurt? Like, ow, this fucking Goomba got my fucking right arm. It's Morphin time. It's making it worse. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm too literal. I know. I'm too literal. But the real thing is like literally her line saying, "You've been a father to us," and there's another scene. He's like a father to us. I'm like, bro, do you have daddy issues or something? Like, are you okay?
You don't understand. He was like a father to them.
He didn't do shit. He didn't hug him. He goes,
Well, he was a floating
there's an
head. How's he
issue
gonna hug
going
him?
on in the city.
You can't
You gotta.
hug them if you look like a
Hey, but that
Tomas.
scene, you know how like they're looking at him and then they go and see the little robot. I forgot the robot's name.
Alpha 5.
Yeah, like and they all like leave. She stays, and she's just looking at him all
Mm-hmm.
sad. I was like, "Whoa, this is real, man! I like that
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. No, but like, yeah, it was just that dialogue on that, and especially like when they go to the other planet and the girl's doing her like with the whistle thing. She's like, "Avenues is out. You need to follow your planet is doom." And then they storm off in weird side fade or whatever. I'm just like, this is terrible editing. Everything was bad
the
all
editing
around.
was like-
The CGI, come on, it was way better CGI at the time, and this was by far the worst.
Well, they probably didn't have that much money.
This was like After Effects, like the beta version
It
and
looks
shit.
like Godzilla. It looks bad, Remember Godzilla?
And Ivanus was annoying. I didn't think he was funny at all.
I think I liked him.
I think I hated him this time around than I did as a kid.
He's all making people dance and shit, and he's just laughing.
And then the boy with the stupid backwards hat.
In the beginning, when his dad is like, oh, I wasn't so bad. He's like, you suck, Dad. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was
"Oh,
like,
motherfucker
fuck
deserves to
you."
get smacked,
What?
dude. Like,
that
boy
I
needs
know,
to get
fuck
smacked.
That's all you know. Is white privileges because his dad like brushes it off like, oh, whatever, son. But like, no, it was with my dad. He's like, tómalo. ¿Cómo
Este
que? ¿Cómo
cabrón.
que? Yeah. ¿Qué me dijiste? Dime una vez. Dime one more time. One more time. And he starts taking off the belt. One more time. Say it one more time. Who's better than your papi? Huh? That sounded wrong. But but overall, but yeah, that little boy was so fucking annoying. Bulk and Scully was still funny in this movie. That one I can say I like them. Like a good thing about the movie is Bulk and Scully, because they're funny. Like that's how they are. But fucking that little boy, I wish he died. Because I wish he was. I wish he was one of the parents that's gonna fall off the cliff.
The Megazord just like.
I was because he's like, guys, you gotta listen to me. It's our dad's gonna die.
Yeah, it was
like I'm just
Even
like
as a kid, I found him annoying.
yeah.
The kid was.
I'm talking way too much. I'm sorry, Robert. You go.
You're like the kid.
Oh.
He did it, not me. Yeah, I struggle with this one because, like, you know, I love the Power Rangers when I was little. I love this movie when I was little. I've seen it recently. I've seen it enough to where I probably didn't even have to watch it.
Oh, really?
For this, because I know it pretty well. It's like I know this movie said everything you said was true, Gino. I know I should be deleting this movie, but there's still stuff that I enjoyed in it, like the fight scenes and stuff. Like even with all the one-liners, I was like, that shit's like stupid but funny. Like it's kind of fun. Kid me and adult me like that. It's the stuff in between that was really bad. It was like the actual acting and all that stuff. I was like, oof, just get me to the fight, you know. The CGI.
Yeah, Kimberly just dialed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna cry at one moment. I was like, stop.
Go meet her
crying.
in Comic-Con.
Unlike Gino, the nostalgia's too powerful here. I have to be in.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but it is. I fully acknowledge that this is a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Somebody
for
who's
sure.
not, you know, we talked about like kids movies that like
Still hold up.
only for the kids, you know, that adults can enjoy. No adult can enjoy this. Like, you know, I would imagine every adult that took their kids to watch this tortured souls.
Yeah.
I feel
For
for them.
sure,
I feel for my parents.
Sorry, Tia.
On top of that, like I remember when it was released, like sold out
I
everywhere.
bet.
I got
So-
lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I was a little bit older so I could like.
But I liked
actually-
like the ninja stuff. Like that was fun. Like the
Ninjetti?
the dinosaur bone people that are
Yeah,
running
that's
around.
cool,
That's
right?
fun, yeah.
Yeah. See, it could work. It's just.
It's still terrible.
Yeah.
But there's too much nostalgia here for me to. It's like Ninja Turtles 3. It's terrible, but I still kind of like it.
Does that only go to Japan? Or was that
Yeah, when they go back in time. Yeah. America, I
Oh,
think
Ninja
you're the only one here that doesn't have any nostalgia tied
I
to
don't
this.
have
Yeah.
a nostalgia factor because I don't think I've seen this movie. I watched Power Rangers when I was a kid, but I don't remember. So there's nothing here really for me. And I'm like halfway between out and delete, but I think I have to delete because I think I think it was fun to kind of make fun of it while I was watching because it was so bad. But I would never wish this upon anyone else. You know, like I'm a grown up watching this for the first time, and I wanted it to be over so bad because I'm like, no, like why? And that I don't know. Like it's almost so bad it's good, but it's not quite.
Yeah.
So I just have to delete.
Out.
Nah, I'm gonna delete it.
There's no middle ground here.
Yeah.
You either fall one way or the other.
Yeah, I agree, Gio. You're just being too nice.
That's why I'm
quote
being too
unquote.
nice.
You know what I did like when they get turned into ninjas and they get a new animal, and they give one of them a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, you're a wolf because you're strong and you're intelligent. And the frog is like, you're a frog.
Yeah.
Literally, they didn't really give like a good character trait for the frog. It was just, you're a frog.
Doesn't she say, because he's like complaining, he's like, why am I
And
the
he's
frog?
like, why am I the frog?
And she's like, the frog is brave or some shit.
No,
I
it's
know.
like,
She just said, you're the frog.
Really?
no, it's like you're the frog, like the kind you kiss.
Oh, yeah.
to become his
Oh.
prince.
Yeah, and I was like, what does that like? That's not
Yeah,
good.
that's
What does
not
that
still what it
mean?
was.
The whole I think looks can be deceiving kind of thing.
But
Yeah, I
the thing,
didn't get
he's
that.
Asian.
but the thing is that how would
We're
she know
children
that
watching
No,
reference?
yeah,
this.
you'd have
Should
to
have been
dig
more
way
clear.
deep.
Yeah.
But how would she know that reference from galaxies and galaxies? Like that's like a tale you tell within the.
Also,
She's
there's
speaking English.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you?
I don't know.
Hey, and that character, that lady is terrible. I was like, what the hell? That
The sexy
one.
lady?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
like-
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I remember seeing that as a kid. I was like, what? She's wearing nothing at all, man.
Yeah, she was
fact for
definitely
you.
very naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know who that character was? The original actress?
Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
No.
It
Who is
was the original, the lady from Law and Order.
Oh, okay.
She was cast in it. She filmed her scenes,
Yeah.
But I think they had to do reshoots or something, and when they did the reshoots, they hired another this new
Aw.
lady, and they
It's the other way around.
it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck
So
me.
thi-
then.
Yeah. So this lady was first.
No, Gio, I
I'm,
got it.
I'm
From
reading
I
it
got
right-
it from them. I got
Okay,
it from
I know.
them. They
Okay.
they said that was wrong.
Okay, then
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was the way I said it. Because I cut an interview for work with them, and
Oh,
they
okay.
said
Okay.
the story that
Oh,
she
you did.
was the original one hired, and then for the reshoots they didn't bring her back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why?
I think she took some time
She
off
OD'd.
or something like that.
She asked more money. She asked for.
Because like because I was like the other girl like left
was
because she
watching
had
the
like
daily,
an
so
ovarian
she's like, "Ugh."
cyst, so she went to go get it removed. Then they shot with like, well, at least the way it's written here, like yeah, like
Is that what happened? Because they were kind of fuzzy on it too, but I believe them.
That was very
I don't
specific.
think
It
they
could've been like,
remember
she had
it.
to have
Yeah.
surgery.
I bet they were getting drunk and doing drugs in their trailer
Yeah,
while
apparently, like-
filming these movies.
apparently like Mariska just didn't fit the role. I guess it just didn't. It wasn't.
I think she would have.
I want to see the Mariska Hargitay cut.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so what was he doing? The bad guy.
He was trying to continue his work.
Oh no, he was.
He took over the
He
construction
was making
site.
the
He was just trying to take over the world like any other villain.
Yeah, it was.
But
kinda
with the Zords that were spread
Yeah,
out
'cause
in the ground.
So my question was like, I remember I was watching it and I was like, why does he have so much power, right? But he has to have people dig up for him.
Because it's the formula of the
He's
show.
the God man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna do it
yeah.
himself.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? But
You have cronies. For
I think he's cool. He's a cool little character.
It's kind of annoying.
No, yeah, I agree. I think the movie would have been better with the original villains.
Rita,
Rita
and
and Lord
Zed.
Zed.
Yeah, Zed.
But it's because like you know how like in the show they were already.
Yeah, but
the
I
bad
think
guys.
because even that's one thing that kind of popped into my head when I was watching it for this. I was like, I would have loved to have seen them
Be like legit.
because I think they're the right amount of campy. Because I think Ivan Ooze went a little bit too far
Yeah.
on one way, you know. Because all his little one-liners is like,
this is hilarious.
it's just it's kind of annoying to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, where's my autograph book? You know.
Dude, that's
The
funny.
Brady Bunch
Yeah,
reunion.
it's
He
like-
missed the Brady Bunch reunion.
I was like tripping out on the birds, everything. I was like, damn, this is not
I think
good.
even as a kid, I was disappointed that he was the bad guy.
Really, man, as a
Yeah.
kid, I loved him,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause he
Same.
was-
I
'cause he-
didn't like him at all.
You didn't like? I loved him,
I
man.
don't
Because
think I
he
had
was like,
feelings.
He's my kids.
yeah, because he was like an actual, like he was stronger than them, you know. And I thought they were really strong, so I was like, wow, he's stronger than them. Like, and he's fucking around. I love that shit.
You know what's funny though? Like, these kids are supposed to be in high school still. The Power Ranger,
Yeah.
right? They're teenagers. It was like they look so old.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, you look dirty.
True.
This movie is. I mean, let's be honest. It's a total,
Yeah.
It's a total cash grab. You know,
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was.
it
yeah.
was rushed. That's why the CGI, especially at the end. with
Yeah.
those-
That's what I said.
When they
That-
start flying
Yeah.
and
So
shit.
I think that I don't know if kids will like it unless you like the Power Rangers. I think.
I don't think
I don't
kids
know.
like Power Rangers. these
No,
days.
I think they do because my niece,
Really?
they were into like the new ones.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
come
they're
back
still on
around.
TV.
They're still around.
Oh.
Like, because then I was like, oh, watch this, and they're like, what is like this trash, you know? But they still like the new one. So if there was a
Yeah.
movie with the new
Ones,
cast
yeah.
or whatever, they would like that.
And
too.
even if it's cheesy,
Even
I'm
if
pretty
it's
sure-
cheesy, yeah.
Well, there's a reason why they did that reboot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just kind of like nostalgia, like it's
No,
been a
they're
long
still-
time.
It's a,
since-
it's a little
Oh,
bit of
okay.
both, but like for
Oh.
I'm surprised you didn't pick that one, Cardo.
I think I like that one.
I haven't
I
seen
did
it
like
yet.
that one.
I could have picked that one.
It's
yeah,
still
it's
derivative.
still
based
it's
on
still
the
based on the
show.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I actually did like that movie, like legit. Like
I haven't
not-
seen it.
like-
I actually
Really?
no, I agree. I liked it too.
Ironically, yeah.
I just didn't like the style of the costume. I should say.
The more
Yeah.
alien.
I like this style movie more than that one. It was
I don't
too-
like these. They were too bulky.
Their heads.
You notice?
Well, I meant the helmets. I meant like the look of the helmets. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I guess if they could do it with tidy whities.
Oh, I
yeah.
see what you're saying. No, yeah, I see what
Oh,
you're
but
saying.
you guys actually like it. That's cool.
But
'cause
I would rather take the
people,
tidy whities.
people
Yeah,
hate
that's what I'm
on
saying.
it.
I'd rather have that too,
Yeah.
but
People hated on that movie or something, huh?
yeah, because
That's
you know
weird.
why?
I was like, I liked it.
To be honest, let's be honest. It was more for us than the kids, and the kids are fucking. It was supposed to be the cash grab, but that didn't make enough.
And
And
plus,
plus,
it with me, no? in
Yeah,
theaters?
I think I liked
Yeah.
it.
and then I guess nobody liked the idea of Billy being black. I guess I don't know.
Oh, and then at the end, you guys remember the at the end, Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy and Kimberly
I was
have a
ready
cameo.
for it.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
The reason I watched this because I heard about that. I know you're gonna cut this out. This is too much info. But
No.
basically, like in that premiere, he was trying to record his scene with Kimberly because they were sitting next to each other, and they kicked him out.
Oh no!
And then because he kicked him out because he's recording on his phone, and he's like, "Bro, I'm in the fucking movie. Like I have a cameo."
That's
Yeah, and
when you're
even-
not important enough.
Yeah.
He even said he told the story in the interview that I cut that they shot the movie and they actually shot them, Kimberly and Tommy, as a bigger role in the movie.
What?
But then the director said like, no, we want to make it about the new people. We don't want anybody to remember the old one, right?
Why?
So they cut it out and they just gave him that little
Aw.
cameo, right? where
Ah,
they're
I
looking up.
remember. Yeah.
But he said that the biggest cheer they got from the audience was
that?
a tiny little
Yeah.
snippet.
Oh my god.
So everybody wanted that instead of the new people.
Yeah.
What they should have done is do like a handoff.
Yeah.
Like say like, oh, they're old now. We're gonna find new teenagers to fight.
that would be
You know,
They take
that's-
over the Zordon.
Yeah, but they went. So I like the movie, but they could have done it smart where they handed
better.
the baton down. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, disappointing.
This was what, like a good movie if you had like I guess if you liked it in the past.
If you watched this movie when you were a child.
But no, because he did.
I didn't like it the second time.
Shit.
Well,
I
his
don't
thing,
know.
and we
you have
see it the
brain
same
damage.
way.
Yeah.
You know, is that? But I'm just in because like it's hard to like. It still brings me back like some joy from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time.
see?
But I still see it as like
Bad.
this is a terrible movie.
Terrible,
Like,
terrible,
Like
yeah.
there's nothing
But I'm
good
not-
about it.
I'm
Nothing
sorry.
redeeming.
I just can't take my vote back. I'm leaving it delete.
But I'm
Me
telling
neither.
you, I recommend
Delete,
it. It's for the
delete.
kids that like the old Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
They wouldn't mind.
Yes, they would.
So we have two ins, one out. Damn you, Geo, and with two deletes. I'm saying damn you because why you in the middle? I agree with Robert. It should be either in or delete. I don't know why you're in the middle.
It's true. Because I'm being nice to it.
Chingado.
So then just give it the end.
Come in,
Leave
come
Joe
inside.
alone.
Not that nice.
Tune in next week. Our new movie is Free Guy, starring Ryan Reynolds, the lovable Ryan Reynolds. I'm sorry, America. I know. At least it's not a superhero movie. It's a video
I
game
guess you're
movie.
She's like, that's even
Fucking
worse.
Video game movie.
And Jill's pick, continue on this movies based on TV shows.
My pick is Serenity,
Oh,
based on the Firefly TV show.
please don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Not Delete Reviews, Twitter at Not Delete, and of course, podpage.com/and Not Delete. That's a one-stop shop for everything, including our old episodes and YouTubes and whatever, and links to our also our social medias if you want to just get in there.
Yeah.
Well, till next time, good night.
Bye.
Motherfucker, you look dirty.